Good evening to DefiChain News on 27th April 2022. The news show that provides you with the latest updates on DefiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will talk about the next shows and dates. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DefiChain, Lord Mark. Thanks for joining. I'm very happy that you're here, so I have not to talk 30 minutes alone and have more fun, honestly speaking.
Good evening. Good to be back. How are you, DC?
Fine.
Everything going okay?
Yeah,
Cool.
jumping from work to hobby, DefiChain News. You are jumping from beach to news show.
From beach to news show, yeah. So
Little
everybody
different.
is doing what they can do best, right? Okay, awesome.
Right. Yeah,
We've got a really exciting show tonight.
Right, a ton of updates. So we will see if 30 minutes are enough. We are jumping into the headlines. So for sure we will talk about the results of the ticker voting. I think here most of the people are looking for. Then we have a small update on the desktop wallet, also on DefiScan. The new category events around DefiChain. So here also some things happened in the last week. A very big topic today are the community project and their updates. So a lot of community projects are in this show, and the mentioned future dates and events on DefiChain. So let's start with the most expected topic, maybe the new ticker. So we had a new voting round with also new tickers on DefiScan, so not the old ones. Tell the visitors or the viewers a little bit what happened before.
Yeah, so it was our first ticker voting this year. So actually really cool. We had a very high participation today. The last couple of days, we had 1,300 people voting on new tickers. It's really nice to see that there's high interest. And I think we had a very interesting selection this time. And the long ask for stock, I don't want to call the name now. We're going to see it on the slide immediately. Made it on first place, so it was really good voting. Maybe we're gonna have a look into the results.
We are jumping to
cool.
this slide. Yes,
let me enlarge a little bit. So Berkshire Hathaway have been asked for by so many people in the last couple of weeks and months already, and we were very happy that we could provide a stable Oracle price feed, and 71% of the people actually out there voted for it. I think that was a very clear yes. Everybody wanted to have Berkshire Hathaway here on DefiChain, and we got it. So 950 votes. I think that's a very clear statement. Second, also very cool, I find personally, Coca-Cola. Non-tech. We had so much tech in the past. It's really good to see that something else is coming online here now. 50% of the people voted on that. Also really nice to see. And then we had Procter & Gamble. Also, I think a really cool ticker because this is something non-tech. We really need that diversification is everything, and in a little bit more risk-off environment, I think really good to see that people asking for these stocks. And then we had PayPal. You mentioned it before. PayPal was like 1 or 2 times already in the selection, but they never made it. So PayPal finally made it. If you can call PayPal kind of tech / finance, they got 30% of the 32% of the votes. So these are the 4 new ones: Berkshire Hathaway, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, PayPal. I think it's an awesome selection. Thanks everybody for voting. And they're going to be online pretty soon. The pool's going to be there, if I'm correct, going to be there tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we have a little change. The rewards were normally online on Monday, but because if there's a public holiday in Singapore and the developers are not all working, so it was pushed back to Wednesday, 4th of May. So Wednesday, 4th of May, the rewards kick in. Until then, you get the swap fees if people swap in the pools. Maybe a little bit a word of warning: if you do larger transaction and swaps into these brand new pools, be a little bit careful. The liquidity is not so big at the beginning, so that you not shift the pool crazy in one direction. We had this with Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse got stuck the last time, and there was a lot of manual work to be done by you and the team. So just be careful. Fill them up slowly when you mint or when you swap into the pools. Be a little bit careful. Have an eye on the liquidity in the pool. Yo, cool. I'm really, really stoked about these new tickers. I think a very, very nice addition.
Right. I'm also very happy
What?
with the result.
What did you vote? What did you vote? Would be interesting to hear. Some of your winners.
Berkshire, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, and Unilever.
Exactly what I was voting, actually. Okay, cool.
Okay,
So we had 3 out of 4.
Okay.
Cool.
Maybe one comment. The block rewards are not additional ones, so no new DFI are emissioned. There will be a reallocation, and the new reallocation will be announced on the weekend. So everyone interested in how the pools are now incentivized via block emissions, the information will come before the rewards are live. So enough time to join the pools. Cool. And then I switch back to this mode. Let us talk a little bit about the desktop wallet. Yeah, the good old full node desktop wallet is still there, and it looks like Mark is not available. Then I will talk about the desktop wallet updates. So in the past, we saw a lot of updates regarding the node in the background. So node must be updated if there is a hard fork or something like that. And now we saw a feature update on the desktop wallet. They included the slippage tolerance from the Lite wallet. I think it's more or less the same function to the desktop wallet, so everyone swapping a bigger amount on pools with low liquidity, especially at the beginning of new D tokens listed on DefiChain, are now protected if they are using this function on the desktop wallet. And now he should be back. Here
Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi kicked me out. Everything said reconnecting.
No problem. You just missed the desktop wallet update. So release notes are available. I will put in the show notes, and you, Mark, can proceed with DefiScan update.
Okay, DefiScan update, ladies and gentlemen. So DefiScan update introduced a countdown for the new future settlements. That's really nice to see, because it's always, there's no time on blockchain. It's always all related to blocks. And everybody was always asking, when's the next future settlement for the D tokens? When you follow the link that we're going to post in the show notes, DefiScan Live blocks countdown next future swap, then you're going to see that the next future settlement's going to be in a couple of hours. I think it was before 8 hours. Now it's 8 hours, 20 minutes. So you're going to see that. And this countdown is going to be like continuous. So when a future settlement happens, the next countdown actually starts. So you don't have to guess and calculate. Everything is provided on DefiScan for you.
Good. So a very nice update, and I think a feature a lot of people are using now to see when is the next future swap. Then the new category in our news show, events around DefiChain. So it's a kind of summary what happened last week, smaller points, not a long story. Tell us a little bit what happened.
Yeah, it's really cool. So we burned in total 50 million DFI already. So this is a very respectable number, I would say. And it was the third deflationary week that we had on DefiChain. So that means less DFI have been minted than DFI have been burned. So that means actually less DFI have been emitted. So that's really good to see. And I think we're going to see more of these deflationary weeks in the future, because, yeah, the rewards are dropping down over time, and the ecosystem is growing, and there's with volatility, a lot gets burned. So it's really nice to see that there are less and less DFI out there. Another really interesting number, I think, was that 70 million DFI are locked in masternodes. And I think you mentioned it before. There were 70 or 100 new
100,
masternodes?
100 new.
100 new masternodes were locked, and that's actually crazy. Do we know who locked 100 new masternodes? So
No.
somebody is betting heavily on DefiChain. I mean, 100 new masternodes, that's 2 million DFI
Yeah.
additional.
I had no deeper look. Maybe Cake or another provider. No idea. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's really awesome. So more locked away means and a couple of more million that can't be sold over the next couple of years. So really, people are betting long term, with a long time horizon on this project. Cool to see. And there was a new YouTuber. I honestly haven't heard about him yet, but we should really check him out. Connor Kenny. He made a video about DefiChain, and he's also asking or kind of proposing if there could be an AMA about DefiChain. Check out the video. We're gonna link it in the show notes and maybe ask a couple of questions. Maybe he's gonna do a new video about DefiChain. Really interesting to see that more and more people are picking up our project out there.
Okay, I have to show one comment, Mark, as an addition
Yeah.
of the events. Yesterday, we had a new all-time high on a daily close candle. So Christoph is creating these candlesticks of the DEX. And yesterday we had a new all-time high measured in Bitcoin for DFI in the daily close. So not the absolute all-time high, but in the daily close one, really great.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I think we're doing really well against Bitcoin at the moment, what I've seen, right?
We are shortly before the 11,000 Satoshis. Maybe today, we will see. Okay, then let's start with a very long list of community project updates. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, then let's go.
So DFX did something really cool. I was not aware of that. They are sponsoring an esports event. It's called Trackmania IC Campaign. So I had a look at the video quickly before. It looks like to be kind of a race on an icy surface. And they're sponsoring that, and they are sponsoring the prize money there. Check it out. It's really cool. Very nice idea to promote DefiChain. I mean, of course, they're promoting their business DFX, but it helps DefiChain in general. That's really cool to see. That's something new, but I wasn't really aware of. That's about the guys from Switzerland, from DFX. Second project, Accelerator. Who doesn't know Accelerator team yet is our marketing team. It's a 3-people team that are really trying to push DefiChain forward. There was another Brave campaign. They normally always provide the numbers. The numbers are going to be published pretty soon. It's always a big success and helps really to raise attention on the Brave browser. That's really cool. And the next campaign, if you missed the last one, is going to be on the 5th of May. And they also going to do a lot of PR coming on the 27th of April, what they said, what is actually today, regarding the DefiChain bridge. They had a conversation with Daniel Kagara, and we're going to talk about the bridge a little bit later in the updates, but there's also some coverage planned. Then a young gentleman that is also in the Accelerator team, he seems to be very busy with DefiChain at the moment, Santiago Zapata, and his Jelly wallet. We haven't heard so much about this project recently. I don't want to say it's an old project, but they're working on it for quite some time. They had a little bit trouble because I think some of the developers have been in Ukraine, and this was a little bit difficult situation, like we all know, unfortunately. But they are now really working on the wallet with high pressure again. They did a lot of improvements and fixed a lot of bugs. There is a closed beta testing ongoing with 130 community members, and they are really working day and night now to bring the DefiChain Jelly wallet online. Jelly wallet's going to be something similar to MetaMask. It's a browser extension for Chrome, and it's going to be really nice to have another wallet working on DefiChain. They also kind of moved away from the Safe Wallet infrastructure because Safe Wallet was kind of abandoned. It's going to be taken over by Dr. Daniel Kagara, and it's going to be renamed and rebranded and everything. We're going to talk about this in the near future a little bit more. So they switched over to the Ocean API, to the Ocean infrastructure, and now It's fully functional. Closed beta, fixing last issues. And really important is that the seed from the Light wallet and the DFX wallet, they're actually pretty much identical wallets, can be imported into the Jelly wallet. So if you want to try it out, it's pretty easy. Use the same seed, try it out. It's all going to be on GitHub, the repositories in the future. And check out the landing page, jellywallet.io. You can now download the wallet directly from the landing page. And check it out and try and give them feedback. I think really fantastic, really happy that this project now finally enters our ecosystem in the final stage. DefiChain Captain, I think you mentioned that the last time, they also implemented the DefiChain calendar that we set up DC recently, and now you can even watch podcasts on the DefiChain Captain. I think that's a pretty cool idea. So you don't have to go to DeFi Links.io or on all these other pages where we publish the podcasts. Just go on the DefiChain Captain, click on it, and the latest Twitter Spaces or also our news show as a podcast is available there from now on. Well done. Really like that idea. DefiChain NFTs also a very well-known project. I think published a YouTube video. Link's going to be in the show notes. Check it out, how he came up with this project and a little bit of story around this project. A new one for me, actually, DefiChain Einstein. Pretty creative name. It's an impermanent loss calculator. We had a couple of impermanent loss calculators, but it's done very nicely, what I've seen, very interactive, colorful, and it also shows you how do your APR connect with your impermanent loss. Are you still, is it still a good idea to do that? Are you still making money? So check that out. URL is DefiChain-einstein.com. Another one, DeFi Stocks Quick Check. I think most of you know this already. So we had the crypto Sprungbrett that showed you the APR and all the D tokens. He created a very visual and very nice overview about all the D token, about the pools, about the APRs, about the premiums there. Is really nice. He also put a CFP up for 2000 DFI, I think, in this voting round. So check that out. Pretty cool website. Link is gonna be in the show notes. And he's planning a lot of new features, dark mode, adding euros, charts, pop-ups, and so on. So watch that. Really a lot happening there. And now a big one, because the DefiChain bridge is now officially live. We spoke about that the last couple of news shows already, that it's live, and it was live, but kind of still a little bit on the beta side of things. But it's fully functional working. Daniel Kagara put a lot of effort in, fixed all the latest bugs. The DFI that got stuck in the initial phase have been returned to all the users out there. There were 333 DFI stuck because of several issues, user problems, whatever. Never mind, the funds are fully returned. He swapped a larger amount. He also made a video about that. I think we're gonna post this in the next couple of days on Twitter and gonna try to circulate that in the community, where he did a really big swap. 15,000 DFI have been swapped alone by him already, and there's a pancake swap pool now available. So 15,000 DFI are on one side and the same amount, like the same value in BNB that he provided. So guys, the price today was $5.20 on PancakeSwap. So a nice arbitrage opportunity for the ones out there who are on BNB Smart Chain. So yeah, check it out, test it. Idea is really that money or funds can now flow in over PancakeSwap into that over the bridge into DefiChain. Is really a cool thing. We've been waiting for that. It took a little bit longer than planned, but there were a lot of things to be considered, and it's live. A link in the show notes, DefiChain-bridge.com. The page is really cool now. You have the smart contract. Be very careful. PancakeSwap's always a thing, so actually everybody can set up a swap pool there. Make really sure when you work there that you have the right smart contract, that you have the right pool. But all the links, everything you find are on his website. It's pretty awesome. Really happy that this is now live. And last but not least, more good news about BNB Smart Chain. A young gentleman called Rossi, he did a CFP recently for 20,000 DFI. He is working closely with a team called Acryptos. It's a decentralized finance platform, and they are also initiating now a pool with BNB, BUSD, and DFI, and you can liquidity mine there. And the reward's going to be provided in DFI, and the other currency is called ACSI. We're going to talk about this a little bit more in the future. It's something that I'm not so familiar with, but it's a very interesting decentralized finance project as well. They're a little bit smaller than DefiChain, but they want to raise a lot of awareness on BNB Smart Chain. So another really cool thing to collaborate with different projects on different chains. So it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, really cool to see. We are now leaving a little bit our island, moving towards bigger islands. Binance Smart Chain is a very big project, and here we can also attract new people to our ecosystem. Great success. Cool. Then we are nearly at the end. Last topic are the future dates. So what's happening the next week?
Yeah, so the usual suspects. Next Wednesday, news show, of course. And please don't forget that the next CFIP, also the CFP and DFIP round is ready to roll. All proposals must be submitted until 2nd of May. So that's in about 5 days or something like that, if I count correctly. So if you want to get funding for your CFP, or you want to change something on DefiChain, put your proposal up there, pay the fees, and then you're ready to roll. One thing that I want to maybe mention here, there was a little bit confusion recently for the commercial use of our logos and brand names. We originally said you have to do a DFIP if you want to use the logo and want to get the logo rights. It's not needed. It's all covered under the MIT license. So if you want to use the logo, put it on some advertising or some products or whatever, you're very welcome to do so and help to promote DefiChain. And DC is going to do an awesome tech talk on the 5th of May already. It's crazy. There's 6 weeks since the last one. Unbelievable. And it's going to be 11 o'clock European time, because DC has got still a proper normal job. It's not doing only
right.
news shows here. So guys, check that out. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of new cool things to be spoken about all the latest and greatest tech on DefiChain. Yeah, that's with the dates, DC.
Cool. So a lot of things happening around DefiChain. Very happy. Thanks for joining today. For everyone being here live, stay until the short break. We will answer a couple of questions. I saw some in the chat. If you have someone, you can put it there. For all the rest, thanks for watching it later, and see you soon next week.
Thank you very much, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.